we had a problem with chat. The chat function was not working. I could not see. I don't know what you would call it. Disconnected. So give me just 1 second here as I move that over. Move that down. Move that down. And there we go. All right. So I apologize. It started at 0, and then you're like, what happened? Well, yeah, like I said, the chat wasn't working. I couldn't see anything. It's just a chat disconnected, and it wasn't, and it was like, try it back later. Like, what do you mean try back later? I'm streaming right now. So we learned something new today. We learned that I can close the window for YouTube, and the stream will still continue, because I was worried, like, okay, well, if I like, close the YouTube window and like reopen Google Chrome and go back in, is the stream gonna stop? The answer is no. The stream kept continuing, so hooray for that. So we learned something new today. We learned something new. Not gonna lie, I also have something else going on right here. As some of you may or may not know, while I am, of course, streaming on behalf of DISCON 3, the 79th World Science Fiction Convention, which is taking place August 25th to the 29th in Washington, D.C. I am not a resident in Washington, D.C., although I do staff that convention. I reside in Orlando, Florida. However, I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and the Cleveland Browns of the National Football League are currently battling the Pittsburgh Steelers, their perennial rivals, in a very important game, considering that the Cleveland Browns are 4-1 and the Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-0. So I have my iPad right over here, where I can like glance over every once in a while. So if you see me kind of go like that every once in a while, it's because I'm just checking to see what the score is. So that doesn't mean I don't care about you guys. I care about you guys a lot, but I just wanted to be able to, just do like what I just did every once in a little while. So other than that, nothing's gonna get in our way. It's going to be hunky-dory. So I hope you're all having a really good Sunday. I certainly am. The weather is starting to cool off down here in Florida. And by that, I mean it's not 85 degrees anymore, which Celsius-wise would be like it's not like 30. It's less than that. So we are going to hop right on in to where we left off on our fourth case. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So we got to go over here. Let's get those sounders up. And not those sounders. We want those sounders. That's much better. All right. Boo. Boo, it's not hot. High temps forever. Look, don't misunderstand. Like, I certainly love high temperatures, but every once in a while, it's nice to be able to go outside without having to sweat off. All right. P for Phoenix Wright. There you are. And we can just shut that down. And it should grab it. Oh, press enter. Okay. Loading content. There we go. And it's here, but is it over there? Uh-oh. Why are you not grabbing the game? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. That was a little creepy. I don't know why did it take that long. I have no idea. Also, give me 1 second because that is unbearably loud. There we go. All right, let us continue. We were in the middle of the investigation of Day 1, Turnabout Goodbyes, where we find out that Miles Edgeworth, of all people, has been arrested for murder. What? We have not gotten to the point where he has asked us to be his attorney. I'm confident that that's going to happen anytime soon. But in the middle of that, we are doing some investigating. Load the selective data. Okay, the selective data? The selective data, exactly. Let's see. I think we've examined everything there is to examine here. But just to remind myself, just in case. Oh, I guess we can look at stuff. Okay. This camera's rigged to respond to noise, but it only responds to loud noises, like a party popper. Okay. The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. And there's the lake. Let me slide on over. Let's see. We already looked at that. I don't think we need to really look at any of this stuff. This doesn't really pertain to anything. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Well, I mean, you do have your SUV right there. You could, you know, you could just camp out in the SUV. That would probably be a lot warmer, even though you probably won't have any, you know, you won't have any heat. You know, your body heat might make that little space a little bit, you know, a little bit warmer. Okay, let's see if we can... see if anybody's shown up at these places yet. Nope. Okay, well, let's head back. The entrance. And can we... Are they finally done? Yes, finally. There we go. December 25th, Police Department. Criminal Affairs. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished the meeting, for better or for worse. I got the feeling we're in for some bad news. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No. Still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you and me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I'd like to think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. Okay. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause, 1 bullet shot to the heart. Wow. Well, that's a little vague. Sometime on the 12th. Well, of course, it did take place around midnight, so I guess that's why they're not quite sure if it's, you know, a couple minutes before midnight on the 24th or a couple minutes after midnight on the 25th. Okay. Thank you. Nick? Huh. Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Okay. Well, that's not ominous at all. Can we maybe now go to the detention center and get him to... No, he still does not want to talk to us. Okay. there anything else we need to talk to him about or present him with anything? Sorry, I'm drawing the blank right now. Okay, so definitely nothing we need to worry about then. Okay. Oh, we can probably go. Oh, that's right. Lotta is looking at that stuff for us. We can probably head back to the Gourd Lake. More. Good afternoon, Liam. It's not more. At least not where I am. It's not morning. Oh, nuts. Oh, this is not looking good. At least for the Cleveland Browns. Oh, that is not good. Okay. Let's see. Lotta should be back. Or afternoon. I mean, it depends on, your mileage may vary. Is she back? Fantastic. December 25th. Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took two pictures last night. 2 photos. Hey. This is them. Take a look. Okay, well, that doesn't show anything. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But seeing these photos remind me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. You probably should. I reckon so. What's that? Now, don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta. What? Can't y'all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. I've never understood that one. Lotta? Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or what's that the other way around? No matter. I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn! She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Taken automatically in 1225 at 12:15 a.m. Okay, so there was some kind of bang that took place right there at 12:15 a.m. Okay, got it. Aha! December 25th, Gourd Lake, public beach. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! What the? Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry? Hey, it's Larry from the very first case. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working a day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Kiance deserves... Kiance? Okay. My girl Kiance deserves the best. Kiance? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Kiance's a fine woman, Nick. It's her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not my, what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister? Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister? No, I'm not Nick's little sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. What happened? Hey, Larry, there was a murder here last night, and since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiancé, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Ooh. Uh-oh. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Fiancé's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here. Oh, sorry, let's try that again. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edge was in the same class as us in grade school. What? And we'll talk about samurai dogs first, though. Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? But why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs? Ouch. The samurai thing was Fiancé's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake, what with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? Let's follow up on Gordy. What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy. A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Giant life form appears in Gourd Lake. Wow, okay. Oh, there it is right there. Nick, a monster, a real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. Gordy article added to the court record. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edge's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edge's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh, go figure. You always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. I forget what Gordy actually was. I forget too, to be honest with you. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? No, I don't. I do not know. Well, maybe we can now finally... Let's check out the boat rental shop. Has something changed here? Nope. All right, so now let's head back over. And maybe now we can talk to Edgeworth about having him hire us as our lawyers, as his lawyers, as the lawyers. Detention center? No. Okay. Well, I mean, there's not really many places we can go. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. Oh, he was a lawyer? Okay. I met him once when I was there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake? I guess. Is there anything I need to talk to you about? No, what to do, any ideas? No, you never have any ideas. Oh, he still hasn't gotten the picture back, looks like. December 25th, Grossberg Law Offices. That old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? What happened? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard. Well, it is Christmas Day. I'm surprised he's at his office on Christmas Day. Like, he's not with his family or just, you know, chilling out at home. Something like that. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's just my just desserts. Old bitter desserts. Oh, okay. Can I present him with anything? I don't know if that means anything. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? You say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? So maybe I can show him some stuff then, I guess. I don't know. So this is the moment the crime took place, eh? Yes. I can't really say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all. Okay, well, maybe I can, oh, wait a minute. Can I talk to you now about Robert Hammond? There we go. Who is this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Because it got brought up before in the case with him, with Red White. Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss that they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident. The DL6... The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? I keep flipping back and forth. Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirits of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. I believe that's how that worked, yes. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please. Don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait. What does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Misty Fey's photo, an old photograph. DL6 incident Exhibit A is written on the back. Oh, no, I don't need to present that with him. I need to move to the detention center, where I'm sure he will magically show up. Exactly. December 25th, detention center, visitor's room. Show me the money. What's this? I was hoping you'd got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Let's present the photograph. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. Well, I'm glad to know he's impressed. You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. Wait, wasn't Gordy actually Larry falling in the water in a costume? I don't... actually, now, I actually now remember what it was, and no, you're on the right track, though, but no, that's not what it was. I don't... No, I don't think that's exactly what it was. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted you to keep you away from DL6. So, do you think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Well, now we can talk to him. Finally. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium that used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now, this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When the case's statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. The suspect. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he's about to be 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Well, can I present my badge and have you say I want to be your attorney? Have you been inside the shack yet? No, Lisa, we have not. We've not really gotten to day one of the case yet. Your attorney's badge. I can't see I really want to see one of those right now. I'm trying to get him to, He hasn't even admitted to want to be my client yet. Is there anything I can present him with? With the autopsy reports? I'm sorry, I can't think. Okay, so I don't think there's really anything I can show him. Idle banter. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right? It pains me to ask this of you now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we won't! No, of course we will. Absolutely we will. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back. For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Document proving Edgeworth's request for an attorney. Well, I guess we should... What's that? Earthquake, Nick! It's a big one! Whoa. Oh, it's calming down. There's an earthquake? Whew. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? Oh, there. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. Ooh. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. All right. Let's let Gumshoe know that we will be representing Miles Edgeworth. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. What's going on here? Eek. Well, what's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago, says she claimed to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Lot of heart. Why are you going on finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So, what did Ms. Hart say? She said she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too, but you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She could do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. great. Just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh. What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But he's still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. Well, we got our paper here. Hold on. We got to present the thing to him. That's right. Hold on. Skabam. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited to the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey. You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived my whole life out here. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of him when he was in school. Almost as if it has something to do with the case. That'd be a problem. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. Bah, bah, bah. Is there a newer term than whoopee to describe Edgeworth? Whoopee? I don't even know what does whoopee mean. Like do you like ship Edgeworth? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know what that means. I feel like I'm. Or does whoopee have something to do with someone who's afraid of earthquakes? So I don't remember Edgeworth being afraid of quakes. I don't know either. I'm sure it's probably going to come up. You don't just throw something like that out there, for no reason. That kind of thing. The trial. All right. I'm going to really need some good voice on this one. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-plus year career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. Oh, a big softie who's been traumatized. Oh, Whoopi is a big softie who's been traumatized. Oh, okay, so somebody puts up like a tough exterior, but on the interior he's all like, woo, like, ooh, woo, all whoopee. Okay. And you actually feel for him. Oh, I've never heard that term before. Interesting. Okay. Huh. It's quite a claim, coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh, so he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Yeah, I'm sure, Maya. I'm sure it's exactly how that's going to go. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. Well, times 20 now. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. So at least a decade. Oh, it's from a decade back? That particular, okay. Interesting. Interesting. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh, man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Pretty much always male characters because the stoicism is they're expected to adhere to. Oh, okay, I see. December 26th, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 3. Courtroom number 3, eh? Interesting. We get Manfred von Karma, but we get courtroom number 3. All right, well, let's check out who this Manfred von Karma really is. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Well, I see. Well, you definitely see where Edgeworth gets his style of fashion. With that, I don't even know what those are. Is that a cravat? What is that they're wearing? Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness? What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? The rough? Yeah, that rough. Yeah, there's a term for that. I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Diff Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. The Dracula accent is perfect. He does have a sort of Dracula look to him. Plus, it's von Karma, so, you know, German, that kind of thing. Describe the incident now. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger meets Dracula. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please, take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. Well, that's not really the middle of the lake, is it? It's more like toward the shore, but let's not quibble. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. They went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Yeah, pretty sure he's canonically German in the U.S. version. Yeah, yeah, because it's von Karma. And then you've got, you know, in the next game, Franziska von Karma. That's, you know, so. Not sure who he was from in the other versions. I don't really know. I've never played the Japanese one, so I don't know what his name is in Japan. Like, I know, for example, the Ace Attorney series isn't called Ace Attorney, or whatever the Japanese equivalent would be, Ace Attorney. It's Turnabout Trial is what it's called in Japanese, if you translate it. But I guess they decided Turnabout Trial wouldn't sell here in the States, so they decided to change it to Ace Attorney. Testify to the court about the arrest, now! Wait! Mr. von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Your Gumshoe is just so perfect, that's what he looks like, you know? That's what he looks like. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. Although most of the lawyers, my favorite lawyer is actually, I cannot remember his name now for the life of me, but it's from the Apollo, it's the prosecutor from the Apollo Justice games. The one that's the rock star, who is also a prosecutor, because, you know, as you do, you know, that's what, you know, Taylor Swift does. Taylor Swift goes out and writes, you know, multi-million-dollar albums, and then on the side is a prosecutor for the state. You know, so that's yeah. I can't remember his name now for the life of me, but he wears like purple and all that. He's in that opening shot that I have, that opening screen where, like, you know, objecting in 2 minutes 45 seconds. He's on the very top, if I remember correctly. He's got like the longer reach. And then I remember, like, whenever there's like an interlude, he plays air guitars, like wow wow gotcha, that kind of thing. He's pretty cool. I like him because he's not ruthless like the other prosecutors. He's actually seriously interested in justice, and he's happy to lose if, you know, the actual person actually does get caught. But anyway, the arrest of Edgeworth. Let's see what we can poke holes in here. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! All right. Well, at least we're allowed to cross-examine. All right. A man called in the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Well, what man? What, did he identify himself? You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. Phoenix is your favorite? Well, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about, like, the prosecutors. Yeah. I mean, Phoenix is always pretty cool. Yeah. In the Edgeworth games, he's actually an investigator. You never see him in court. Oh, okay. Interesting. See, but you say there was a woman camping there. Yes. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Ugh. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. No reason to press that. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him there? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Okay. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard of so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now! But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Pistol bullets. Found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Let's see if that's going to mean anything. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. But why is that? Yeah, why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Press him on that again. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Disc. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. Okay, that's got to be important. What? Order! Order! So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Fired 3 times. Okay, fired 3 times. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yeah. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? 3 times? Yeah, I noticed that too. 3 times? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Lotto only heard 2 shots. Exactly. Nick, he's glaring at me. Just very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinct markings on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? This looks bad. Of course, there is that one thing that we noticed. December 26th, 11:09 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh, what? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, you should totally hang out. You've helped out a couple times. You pointed out like, hey, Nick, doesn't that seem fishy? That kind of thing. Yeah, you're fine. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. So I'm just checking something real quick here. And Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you're a research student at the university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Witness account. Okay. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. Well, did they actually have a bang sound effect right there? That's kind of cool. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Triple gavel. Order, order, order! I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Well, wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know, I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts and testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Cross-examination. All right, so let's see here. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Okay. So clearly that's the problem. All I need to do is figure out where to present the evidence that the gun was fired 3 times. Fired 3 times. So right there, maybe? Let's press on this. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. Let's try pressing further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned that whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So, you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked her to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Ugh. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. On Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. And there was another bang. Can I present this here like this? Nope. God dang it, that wasn't it. It's evidence. No, they aren't, and we're gonna get penalized. Alright, let's... Okay, so it wasn't there. There was another bang. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. And there was another bang. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. I was in my car. Why were you in your car? Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Well, wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor. You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick, a lot of testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but I can't say anything. What can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who yelled, "Hold it"? Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's a big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough, Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Ms. Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Triple gavel. Order. Order! 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 Oh, wow, 6 orders? Holy smokes. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for violent claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Ms. Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court! No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. I have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. All right. Peh, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. I saw clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. I saw it clear as day. The man, well, we gotta press. Well, what about the other man? You cannot be expected to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. Holy smokes, just for pressing? Damn, you have to assign a penalty. That's it? Uh-oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Well, if you saw it clear as day, how is it that the photograph, you can't even see anything? How about that? I think that's got to be the problem there. If the camera can't see anything, how could you see anything? There we go. Got you. Got you, Ms. Hart. Finally. But what? You got what? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even if it could not capture the faces, yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth? How? What? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Ms. Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could. Then, please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. All right, so let's see. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right, it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Why did you bring binoculars? Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Yeah, because binoculars will see through fog? I don't think so. Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Let's press further. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Ms. Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Aha! Look at that. Faces the lake. If it's supposed to be taking pictures of meteor showers, should it be facing, I don't know, the sky? That was too easy. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Ms. Hart. Ugh. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then, what exactly was she photographing? I don't think we have evidence of it. I mean, it seems like she was probably trying to take pictures of Gordy. I'm guessing that's probably what it is, but we don't have evidence of that. Do we have evidence? I mean, can we show pictures of the of the newspaper article maybe? Let me see. Let me try that. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Ms. Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Ms. Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Aha, yep, that was right. Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Ms. Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Oh, the fact that the camera is it's picking up sound, right? Because it seems like whenever Gordy shows up, there's like a loud bang. So the camera would be the proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. If you're shooting stars, you would not need a thing that takes a picture when a loud noise is detected. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here... Oh, let me try that again. Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order. Order! I see. I, too, thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? Yeah, I mean, that's true. So what? Doesn't matter. She still saw what she saw. Allegedly. That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. But you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who think monsters exist. Hey! But, as you said, it changes nothing. I pressed the button too quick. Not true. You're hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Ms. Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Lotta's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing in this case. There's no need to waste more of our time within a pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Kammer's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You sure seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Lotta's new okay, so we gotta figure something out here. Actually, I'm not a research student at all. A research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. That seems awfully fishy. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake could be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah. Second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at. You mean besides trying to look for Gordy? There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness! Continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. And I saw a flash in one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. No. I find sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay, let's see here. I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched. Let's see, when I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, no. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore, neither. Better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to blah-de-dee-blah-de-dee-blah. Let's see. All right, so what evidence do we have here? Like a party popper? We don't have the party poppers, unfortunately. Ixnay Arty Popper Pay. See what this is? This is all we got to work with. So still says fired 3 times. That's got to be a thing right there. Let's see, overhead map of Gord. Oh, dang, nabbit, it's not what I meant to press. Oh, damn. Oh, no. Whew, okay. I thought we were about to lose right there. It's not what I wanted to do. Overhead map. Okay, so it was there on the other side, so that doesn't mean anything. This has got to be something. Murder weapon fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Can you look at the photo of the boat again? Sure, yeah, right there. But what does that contradict, though? Not a research student in university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Yeah, the handedness is definitely... I mean, the fact that they brought it up was the right hand, which means at some point we're going to see something in someone's left hand, clearly. Okay, let's see here. heard another gunshot. Would it be this? In fact, I just heard another gunshot, but it said it was fired 3 times. Let's try it. Nope, the music's still going, which means we're wrong. Clearly contradicts myself. Oh, crap, we're down to our last one. All right, we got to get this right. Did we get the enlarged photo? We did not get the enlarged photo yet, no. I'm sure it's probably going to come in day 2. I saw a flash near one of the men's hands. This is bad, y'all. We might end up losing this. Wait. What? Which way is the boat facing? Which way is the boat facing? We don't know. Well, I mean, the boat is facing... So I guess it's facing long ways? Like, if you're looking at it, the boat's facing this way? I guess? I looked straight out at the lake. I heard the bang. I looked straight out at the lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never... Okay, we did that already. Let's say it was a gunshot. And then he said, like that's the problem. All right, we got to use our brain bones here. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. So the boat was pointed at the shore? No, looks like the boat was pointed... Well, it depends on what shore. That's the... You know, there's a... It's a circle. Pointing at, like, another shore. Then I heard another gunshot. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. There has to be something. She didn't specify which man she saw the flash from. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. There's much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. And then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Wait, so maybe you think he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody's on the shore, neither. Huh. Son of a... Boy, oh boy. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we gotta think here. All right, so I saw a flash. No, nothing like that. Ah, crap, we're at the end of it. Let's see here. Find some... Oh, crap, I gotta go this way. Won't be able to be in a manual. It has to be some way. All right, what are we missing here? What are we missing? Bang, look right straight out like. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that. That was one of... Okay, that's one of the things. I think I figured it out. She's saying There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. No, I think what it is, there was something to look. She was looking for Gordy. So, I mean, she was trying to find Gordy, so it would make sense that she'd be looking at, oh, thank God. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there, y'all. Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting in this. Who is shooting who in this? Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? No, wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens. Make her show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who is firing in this. But we can see something right away, though, can't we? We've mentioned it several times already. Look at the hand that the gun is in. It's not in the right hand. It's in the left hand. That's why Von Karma didn't want the photo submitted, because it would be noticeable. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Lake photo added to the court record. Left hand, yep, exactly. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. There is. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I've requested she not show it. Suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness? What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this? There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. But what might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. It's the fact that it's in the wrong hand. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. It would be bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Triple gavel. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Aha, this is where we present the suicide thing. Remember I said it was suicide. The victim himself is the only other person. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been suicide. Triple gavel. Order. Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I've already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Time of sale. So the autopsy report has been updated. Shot from approximately 1 meter away. Okay. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. That's pretty amazing that they're doing trials the day after Christmas. They're not taking Christmas break off. You know what I mean? Like you would think they would. They'd take like Christmas off and come back on like January 3rd or 4th or whatever that Monday would be. You know what I mean? So they really love justice here in this fictional America, not America, Japan, America, not Japan, country X. Phew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right? What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang that she heard. So we still haven't brought in the fact that there were 3 shots fired, but we only heard 2 things. So that's got to pop in at some point. It's got to pop in at some point. To be continued. Save your progress up to this point. And now we do some investigating. December 26th, the detention center. Visitor's room. Apparently there's only one visitor's room. So apparently hardly anyone commits crimes. And, as such, in a big city, in big city X like this, there's only one visitor's room. Plus, her camera only fired twice, precisely. Maya. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. Questioning. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He says seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Oh, that's nice. Phew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they send you a bill or something? Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. Sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Well, let's begin moving around. Boop beep bop beep boop bop beep boop boop. Let's go check the Gourd Lake entrance. Boop, 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 boop. December 26th. Gourd Lake entrance. Or Gourd Lake Park entrance, I should say. That's a little bit better. Also, that sign is pretty basic, if you ask me. It's, just like they chose like the italicized, italicized snooze font. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. We will examine everything. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaves today. Okay. There's a lot of trees here. I guess that's why they call it a nature park. It's quite pretty when the cherry trees along the lakeside blossom in spring. So yeah, it just tells you this is actually taking place in Japan because the cherry blossoms do bloom in spring, in April, I believe. So, guys, you decided to do Phoenix Wright. I forgot how much I enjoyed these games, despite how bad you were at them. Having so much fun? Good, I appreciate it. I'm actually thinking on my own channel, because, I've been trying to create content, and I'm like, man, like I'm I'm working on some stuff, but it just takes a long time to do, and I'd like to be able to do stuff. And a couple of you have mentioned how you've enjoyed how I've been narrating these things. Remember those on our channel when we did the choice of games, basically the interactive fiction? I think the one that I did was the Grand Academy for Future Villains thing. If I did a bunch of those, that would be content right there, and I'd just be doing this. It would be simple. I wouldn't even have to stream it necessarily. I wouldn't even have to. Honestly, I probably wouldn't stream it because I want to put like probably background music and stuff like that. So I've been thinking about that. Like, everyone seems to enjoy how I'm narrating this thing. What if I did that on my channel? If that would be something interesting. Gourd Lake Nature Park. The School of Villains? Yes, School of Villains. They also made a sequel to that, Marth-chan. They made a sequel to it. They did sophomore year of the Grand Academy for Future Villains. The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. It's a little cold for picnicking these days, though. I don't think there's anything out here. Nah, I don't think so. Let's move in. Oh, you went and bought and played that with your friends because that was so much fun? Oh, nice. Yeah, I just got a Vampire the Masquerade one, which is actually pretty sweet. Remember Dr. Decker? Yes, I plan on... That's one of the ones... Dr. Decker might take a little while, but there are a couple interactive movie ones that I can do on here. They did? Yes, they did. Yes. Yes. They did make a sequel to Grand Academy for Future Villains. As people watching this have no idea what I'm talking about. Choice of Games, if you go to choiceofgames.com, it's actually really good. There's actually been a couple Nebula... I don't know that any has won any Nebula awards, but they've been nominated. A couple of them have been nominated. They're basically like interactive, like choose your own adventure kind of things, with some very, very minor basic gameplay elements to them. There's, you can get like certain, like in some games you'll get certain abilities that you can, if you go down certain paths, you'll increase that ability, and you can use that to influence the game, the game in a certain way. But it's all text-based. There's no visuals. So it is very much like a choose-your-own-adventure kind of game. Anyway, let's go to the public beach. December 26th, the Gourd Lake Public Beach. And I've seen a couple other YouTubers do them, and they do them really badly. They're not really good at reading, and it's like, the thing did the other thing with the thing, and then the with the thing and the other with the one, with the thing. And it's very much like this the whole time, and the audio is not very good. But I mean, I think you probably... I'm not under the impression that like millions of people are going to want to check it out. But I mean, it would be easy content while I'm trying to work on like real content. Not that that's fake content, but you know what I mean. Anywho, haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kiance. Well, that appears to be nothing here. Is there someone finally at the boat rental shop, perhaps? December 26th, boat rental shop. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Can we look at something inside there? A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder, or the fact that it's the day after Christmas. Maybe. Can we look at the boats? There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. Can we look at the woods back here? There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. All right, well, that was a nice waste of our time. December 26th, the Gourd Lake Woods. Oh! Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, Yeah? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, Thanks. Tomorrow's trial. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness. Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him becoming scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff? I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved, I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth. He was really grateful for what she did, you know? I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Sophomore year's on my Steam wish list. Oh, so see, I order them directly from Choice of Games. I don't get them from Steam. Because you can order them directly from choiceofgames.com. Because it's there right now. You don't have to necessarily wait till they put it out on Steam. And actually, there are like quite a few more on their website than are on Steam. So if that's your thing. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. All right, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. I don't know if there's anything really to examine here, to be honest with you. I think the whole point of this was just to talk to Gumshoe. I think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. I know, exactly. All right. Gourd Lake Public Beach. Just check the rental shop one more time. No. So I guess let's go to the detention center and go pick up Maya. December 26th, detention center, visitors room. Hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Okay, well, nothing to do there. Guess maybe head back to the law offices, maybe? Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great. I love her happy face. It's how you know everything's gonna be okay. Well, I mean, also because it's, we're the main character. It's not gonna be ending with, Your client is found guilty, and we give them the chair. I mean, that's not going to happen in this kind of game. This is clearly, clearly not that kind of a game. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Misbehaving's much more fun. It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh, dear. Boo doo doo doo. Skitty bop boop beep beady dee. Let's go talk to Grossberg. Because we haven't done anything else. December 26th, Grossberg Law Offices. Apparently, Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Still no sign of that picture, huh? I guess Mr. Grossberg isn't getting that painting back. I feel kind of bad for him. All right, so where do we need to go? December 26th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Looks like Edgeworth isn't questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. I am not exactly sure where we need to go here. I got to be honest with you. Back to Gourd Lake entrance. Oh, there we go. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbering any old thing that came to mind. A lot of... So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? So what did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry. I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. All right, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Making it up. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. But what information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I'll propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these Southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most Southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? I guess we got a deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. What, Gordy? But Gordy doesn't, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it? Okay. Right. See y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Well, let's head inside. Ooh, look at this. Hey, that's a steel samurai. Look at that. I recognize the loopy loop. I mean, I think those are supposed to be ropes, but they look like loops in the back. December 26th, the Gourd Lake Public Beach. What's that? That steel samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here. It would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's really impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. That's what fell in the lake. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's what fell in the lake. She knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. So she got them for free. There we go. I gotta do it like that. I gotta do it like that, man. Right. I'm gonna examine that real quick. Doesn't that steel samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this steel samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These steel samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. What's this machine? That? Oh, excuse me. I'm choked on air. That's a compressor. I used it to fill up that balloon there with air. Ah, neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. And then the flags? What's with the flags? Those flags look sadly out of place here. So that's the United States of America, Germany, Japan, Brazil. I'm going to guess that's France, although that blue is not correct. I believe that green one with the red circle is Bangladesh. I'm drawing a blank on the one next to it. That's South Korea, China, the United Kingdom, and Australia. So just the only one I don't know is that one in between Bangladesh and South Korea. I don't know what that one is. Flapping listlessly back and forth in a cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know. I think it gives the place a kind of festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. What? The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses? What the heck is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what the heck is it? Let's talk to Larry Butts. Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on out, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it either. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's a little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put the air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought, ooh, that's where the bang takes place, because the compressor broke, so it bangs. And here I thought you inflated it by yourself. Let's go look at the boat rental shop. Finally, something new. December 26th, boat rental shop. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. I get it. And then it flew into the lake. I think that's what happened. Yeah. Well, nothing going on there. Can't be looking at no boat rental shop. Do, Steel Samurai. Is there anything I can present him with? That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they just thought. I'm doing the wrong voice. I keep, because like it's so close between what I do with Detective Gumshoe. We're talking like this the entire time, and then I gotta talk like this, like tricky. Okay. Now I think someone probably saw something else that they just thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. Let's move then. Move. Maybe go back to the woods? Yeah, that's what I thought. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa. No, you don't. No sneezing. Watch you. I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than bang. It'll trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Oh, as I scratch my eye again. Woo. Dee. Nick, pay the lady. What happened? I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. UFO? A UFO? A UFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? Wait, I thought we already did all this already. Was it a good one? You bet a UFO? I guess we're trying to say UFO. Yeah, we did all this already, but it didn't show. Why is it not checked? I don't... What? Can we present her with something? So there's a contradiction. We can even see a contradiction right here. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. Their murder weapon fired 3 times. Where was that third bang coming from? We saw that already. Nothing I can show her. Maybe that? I gotta do what I gotta do to get me a picture of Gordy. That's why I raised the sensitivity of my mic. Just watch yourselves from now on, okay? Sorry. Lotta's camera is staring out at the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. Hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. Let's see here. Samurai. The entrance maybe? No. The detention center? No. The criminal affairs department? Yes. December 26th, police department, criminal affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait. You didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean, again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. Oh, no, not move. No, we gotta talk. Gotta talk. Talk first. Oh, because everyone... Okay, so I see there's no check mark because we can talk to everyone about Gordy. Okay, I get it. I get why that's there now. You see the mascot in the back there? Yeah. My nemesis? Oh, you don't like the mascot? How's the investigation proceeding? It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. The guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Yeah. You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh. Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Locke. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a K9 police dog, still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy. Woof. There he is. Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog. A cute dog. And this will help us how? Woof. Next, secret weapon number 2. A fishing pole. Yeah, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please. I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3. A metal detector. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh, well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Let's borrow the metal... That's a metal detector might be more interesting. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Makes a noise when metallic objects are near. A useful detection device. That seems to be the most useful thing. Maybe the dog afterward? I don't know. So let's head on out to the beach. Can we use the metal detector? I guess as long as we have the screen open, we'll save it, but... I should remember this part. I remember him loaning you stuff. Oh, okay. Interesting. But not what you do with it. Up. Well, let's head to the beach. Head to the beach. Well, let's head by the boat rental shop. Oh, look at this. It going crazy. Nick, it's beeping. The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick, look. Huh. An air tank? Huh, the valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. Well, might as well take it with us now that we've found it. It's heavy. An empty air tank. The valve is open and a banner of flags is wrapped around it, like the banner over by Larry Butts. Present the air tank. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your Steel Samurai there. Must be a coincidence. The strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy Steel Samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well, as I suspected. Ask more about the tank. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever. It's like I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the Samurai up with that, and then, blam. Blam, 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 flies in the air. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And took my poor deflated Steel Samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. Well, I think we've discovered what Gordy was. Oh, not move. No, not move. We gotta talk to him. The flying air tank. So the tank and the Steel Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. As far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that Steel Samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last? Flew way out there. Took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened. No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. Mystery? Maybe we should go tell her? Yes, let's go talk to Lotta. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. We know what is Gordy now. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? We found him. Huh? Gordy? Oh, we found him already. What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Y'all for real? Gordy really exists? Wait, I need proof. You get a photo? I have proof. It's the air tank. Of course I have proof. No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbering already. Let's see your proof. Proof is the air tank. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with a still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait. So you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info, like I promised. Poor Lotta. So, tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? Yeah, the boat rental place we keep going to and nobody's there. There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know? Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. Figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second lake photo added to the court record. Are you gonna... Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Well, let's take a look at the photo. What does it show? Does it literally show nothing? Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. That's funny. Also, what the heck am I coughing up? Coughing up like a hairball. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Can we take a look at the second lake photo? I guess we can't. Well, anyway, we can move and let's head over to move boat rental shop. December 26th, boat rental shop. Hey, Nick, this is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Oh, no. Oh, well, okay, no, we can move into the caretaker shack. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Well, that's quite a sparse area. I mean, he's got his little TV and a fishing pole and a bird, and looks like he's got a little one-burner stove over there.
Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya.
Meg?
Yes?
Finally made up your mind, have you?
My mind?
You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone?
Pasta?
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Polly, the kids are home.
Hello. Hello. That's the worst parrot ever of all time. Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch.
Keith.
Yes?
I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny.
Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. I remember the pasta. Is the pasta shop in the second game? I remember that there's a case involving a pasta shop.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly?
Hello. Hello.
Yep.
He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Let's do some quick investigating here. Wow, he has a television in here too. Look, a little safe. It's locked. Fish. Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Yeah, Gourd Lake is not a saltwater lake, from what I understand. Little one-burner stove. Look, it looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. It's funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. It ignored me.
What? You forgot, Meg. You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello. Hello.
See?
Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello.
Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words? Polly, what's your name? Polly. Hee cute. Maya's found a new friend. Let's talk to this guy. The pasta restaurant. A pasta shop?
Yep. To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg?
Yes?
Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You too, Keith.
Yes?
You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen.
Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg!
Yes?
You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Oh, so they are west of the Rockies then. Were they like in San Francisco? Seattle? Right, of course. Everyone knows that. Nick? Huh. How long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. Boat rental shop. This is a boat rental shop, right?
What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them.
I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Polly.
My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228. Squawk.
All right.
Hey, Polly, watch it, will you?
See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Well, I suppose we might as well just open the safe then. Or we're not going to open the safe? The safe, it's locked. Oh, well, we can't get into the safe? What's the point then? This fishing pole looks expensive. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what, talk about murder? You're a party pooper, Nick. We gotta present him with something, I guess. Shows an empty lake.
Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tri-colored pasta we were talking about? Oh, rainbow lioli? I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue.
Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it was going to. Overhead map.
Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor
That's not anything. Beep bop. I don't know. All right, so now that we gotta, it looks like we gotta present him with something though. But I don't know what to choose. Let's see. If we go over, it would be, no, he wouldn't. Maybe that. Nope. Listen here, Keith. Remember the tricolored notity nopey nopey nope. I'm showing him our badge and tell him that we're not his kids. Oh, that worked. I did not expect that to work. I tried the photo of Misty Faye. It didn't work.
that a lawyer's badge?
Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge.
I get it.
Huh?
Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith.
Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir, no, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us.
A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
All right, I'll help. But on one condition.
Oh, wow, I gotta do something for you. What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle.
You know what? Fine. I promise to run the wet noodle. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keith.
But wait, didn't I just say...
You too, Meg.
Yes?
Yeah. You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello. Hello. What?
Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Is there a new thing? Can we present him with? Blah-de-de-blah-de-de-blah. I mean, this is the murder. Would that be something? Yep. Okay, whoo, good. I got that right. Yep, I seen this. You know something about this, sir?
Keith.
Yes?
It's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Yep. The other night, out on the lake.
Yes, yes?
I know all about that. I seen it.
What? Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep.
It was after midnight, but okay.
Then I heard this bang. So I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep.
What did he say?
Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise.
We need to know earlier than that.
You know what, Ed? Little Terry was just here.
Terry?
Yep, that kid next door. He always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face.
Must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Oh, that was okay. No, that was the old man saying that. Sorry. My bad. Really? Somehow I don't think we're gonna get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait. I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something?
Wah. Don't forget DL6. Wah.
Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly.
Don't forget DL6. Wah.
What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe? Well, then let's go find out about the DL6 incident. The DL6 incident! Beep, 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 boop, boop, beep, pop, beep, boop, 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 boop. Criminal Affairs Department. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Hey, pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time?
Actually, we wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
Detective Gumshoe, please help us. We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think it has something to do with this current case.
To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So I'm afraid I can't show him to you either, pal.
What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up.
Well, that's a no-brainer. Hold on. The parrot just mentioned it.
What's that, a parrot?
The old man at the boat rental shop parrot. The parrot knew about that incident.
That incident?
DL6?
Well, what?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Quack. Don't forget DL6. Quack.
Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake?
Oh, yeah.
The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right?
Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret.
Do you know who that old man is, detective?
Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious.
I get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need.
All right. Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past.
The records room.
December 26th, Police Department Records Room. Wow, it's amazing. Lee Dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. So let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. What? That doesn't... Elevators aren't airtight. That's... What? That's ridiculous. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If you're still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got into the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. Excuse me. Oh, my voice is killing me. Oh, my gosh. I think once we get to this, before we get to the trial, we'll probably end it for the day because, oh, my voice, it's doing this the whole time for a couple hours is really hurting my throat. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? File on the DL6 incidents. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Aha! To be continued. And I think this is where we will leave it off. Saving your progress up to this point. Nope. We're not doing the trial. We're stopping right here. Return to the title screen? Indeed, we will return to... So, when we pick this up again next weekend, we will go into the trial. And I am giving serious consideration about putting up some videos of me reading some of those, you know what I'm talking about, the choice of games things. So that's something I might be doing too on my own channel. But I mean, that's something completely different from what we're doing right here. But if it is something that happens, I will let you guys know. Until then, let's exit the game. I'm quite certain. Head on back. Have an awesome evening. You do as well. As I continue growing my beard. It usually gets to be about, if I do try to grow a beard, it gets to be about this long, and then that's it. I also am extremely hungry, as I have not eaten today, so I'm definitely going to go grab something to eat real quick. Enjoy it. I can tell you I've had the Browns in the background, the Browns-Steelers game, and the Browns got trashed horribly. Very upsetting to see. But it's just a game. It's not real life. So until then, I will see you Saturday at 1 p.m. as we will continue Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Day 2 of the trial. My spider sense tells me there's going to be 3 days on this trial, so we should be able to wrap up that trial next week, and then we'll just have one more case to go. Technically, this trial is the end of the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. But when they released it, they added in, well, I think when they re-released it at some point, I forget exactly when, they added a 5th case to it. So there's going to be one more case after this, after we're done with it. So Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, whatever that is your time. See you then. Bye-bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.